Hi guys, I'm Mark Collier from theopenalgorithm.com, and today I'm going to be talking about a link building strategy that worked really well for me with my past websites, with some of my SEO clients, and also hopefully will work well for me in the future with the Open Algorithm. And that is guest blogging. Now, I've done a lot of guest blogging. I'd say I've written about 30 guest articles on other websites, and I just think it's a fantastic way to build links, build reputations, and get some traffic to your site. I think the biggest benefit from guest blogging is certainly the page rank and the reputation that is sent to your site from the links that you do from doing guest articles. And then a secondary benefit is the traffic that some of these sites send depending on the site you're guest blogging on. And then of course the third benefit is having a reputation and having a connection with the blogger that owns the blog that you're guest posting on. Now, some of that might be double dutch to you, some of you may already be aware of what guest blogging is, but I'm just going to do a quick overview of what guest blogging is. Basically, you make a connection somehow, and I'll talk about this later, with another blogger, somebody who owns another website or blog, and you ask them, or they ask you, whatever way it happens, to write an article for their website or their blog. And in return for writing the article or the post, you'll probably get one or two links and a little bio at the end of the post, or at the start of the post, depending on how it works. So essentially what you do is you write an article for their site and they link to your site. So they get content for their site and you get traffic and links to your site from a hopefully reputable source. Now if you're starting a new site, or you want to boost traffic, page rank, search engine ranking, whatever it is, you just want to do some link building, I highly recommend this strategy. Now I'm just going to tell you how to go out and find blogs to guest blog on. I think there's two basic ways to get these guest posts. The first way is to head over to myblogguest.com, and that's run by Anne Smarty. She is great. She started the site. It's a forum that just allows you to connect between people who are looking for guest posters, guest bloggers, and people who want to do the guest post. And basically they've developed a great system that allows you to look at how big that blog is and what kind of benefits it's going to offer you, and then you connect with the person who owns that blog and you write a post for them and they'll post it on your site. And there's a couple other periphery stuff on myblogguest.com, but in general that's pretty much it. And the second way is for people who aren't on myblogguest.com to basically just connect with them directly. Check out their site. If they have guest posts already on their site and you want to be another guest blogger, then just email them, or they most likely will have a guest blogging page. If you just do a Google search for whatever the domain name is and guest blogging or guest posters or something like that, you should find their guest posters page. And if you can't find it, just email them, ask them, do you obviously accept guest posts? Here's my idea for a guest post. Is that okay? Can I just send it to you directly? If they confirm it, then just go ahead and write the post and send it to them. And I also want to just touch on whether you should write guest posts for this blog or not, and how to measure whether it's going to be worth your time. Now, it's up to you how big a blog you want to blog on. I'm not going to talk to you about the metrics and the numbers, but I am going to talk to you about a couple of the key stats you need to look at before blogging on a blog. Now, the number one thing I would do is go over to alexa.com, A-L-E-X-A, type in their domain name and see where they rank on the Alexa rankings. That'll give you an estimation of how much traffic they get, and if you compare it with your own traffic, you'll be able to tell how much traffic their posts are going to send you. In general, if they're above 100,000 in the Alexa rankings, I would say they're probably not going to send you a lot of traffic. But if you want the link, if you want some traffic, if you want to build a connection, that's fine, go ahead, do the guest post. I've done many guest posts for people below the 100,000 mark. If they're below 100,000, I would almost certainly say yes, I'll do the guest post, because they're probably going to send you a decent amount of traffic. The second metric I would look at is page rank. Go to a page rank checker, just type in page rank checker tool or something like that into Google, find a good page rank checker, and check what kind of page rank they have. If they have a page rank probably above 2 or 3, definitely just go for it. Just go for the blog. They'll probably have a decent amount of traffic. If, let's say, they were weirdly structured and blog or something like that, and it was mostly email newsletter based or social media based, you might still want to go for it, even if they don't have a high page rank or a low Alexa ranking. You still might want to go for it if they have a whole load of social media or email newsletter subscribers and you agree with the blogger that you're going to send that post out to their social media subscribers or email newsletter subscribers. So it's really up to you just to choose a blog and go find a way to connect with that blogger, either by myblogguest.com or connecting directly via email. Once you have the post on their site, they've published the post, and you've connected with the blogger, make sure you respond to the comments, and make sure when you are writing the post that you spend time on the bio below the post. And another tip I've sort of found helpful, and I actually wrote a post myself on it, is to talk about yourself, your own experience, and maybe even link to your site in the body of the article. Because a lot of people ignore the bio at the end of the article, but if you have a link to your site in the article, or you're at least talking about your experience, you're selling yourself to these people before they get to the bio, then they'll be more likely to click on the links to your site. So that's really just an overview of how guest blogging works from a website owner's point of view who's looking to promote their website. I highly recommend it as a link building strategy. It's worked really well for me. It sends me a lot of traffic to my other websites that are sort of semi-functional at the moment. It sent me a lot of page rank, and it got me a lot of search engine ranking benefit, and I highly recommend it as a link building strategy. So head over to myblogguest.com if you want to find out how to connect there, or just search guest blogging, and there's a good few tutorial articles that go into a little bit more depth on guest blogging and how it works that you'll be easily able to find. So I hope that helps, and I hope you do use that strategy with your website, and I hope it does work for you. If you want to find out some more information about strategies like that, SEO in general, and the Open Algorithm project, head over to theopenalgorithm.com. Check us out on Twitter at Open Algorithms, or search for us on Facebook. Just search the Open Algorithm and you should be easily able to find our page. Thanks for watching. Bye.